Hello everybody, welcome back to the That's So 90s podcast. We are going back to 1993 for the top 10 on this day today. Amelia, you're doing this under duress because you're like 1 year old or something in 93.
I was two.
You've done your research though, haven't you?
I have done some research into movies. A fair amount of this top 10 I had never heard before.
But that's good.
But that's kind of why I like it.
You know those like YouTube videos where it says Gen Z reacts to... You're like, you've seriously never heard that? I don't believe you.
Yes, millennials react to Euro dance pop.
Yeah, right. Oh, we've got some of that coming up. Don't you worry about that. It's 1993 after all. Guys, we are here to talk about the 90s. We are here to promote our wonderful show, That's So 90s. We would love you to come and see us on February the 20th. We are at the Diamond, Saturday Nashville the 21st. We're at the Carnegie in Workington. March 14th we're at the Robin in Bilston. 27th and 28th we are in Eastleigh. And I was doing so well, Amelia. Somewhere else. Weymouth. Somewhere else. Down the south.
I was just looking it up and I didn't get there in time before you remembered.
There you go. We're going to be there. Anyway, and what can people expect to see at our lovely show, Amelia?
A lot of 90s songs, a lot of jumping around, a lot of dancing. We do a lot of songs in one go. And also, the number one from this particular top 10 does make it into the show.
Who sings that, Amelia?
That would be me.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Can you guess what it is yet? Right, let's go to number 10. I'm going to kind of gloss over this because, we're 5th of February, 1993, by the way. We Are Family. Have you noticed when people say that song title, they can't say family, they say We Are Family. They say it like they sing it and enunciate it strangely. This is a 70s song. I don't know why it had been re-released in
There must have been a reason.
There was I Will Survive comes back out as well and is a hit.
But it's done in a very different style, whereas this isn't.
It's the same?
It's exactly the same. But they did it in a... I Will Survive was done in a kind of relaxed... I was afraid...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just very, very different. So yeah, I don't really know why this would be...
It's a great song, but it doesn't really fulfil our brief to sit here and talk about 90s music.
It's a great song and it's a great function song. It'll be at your wedding, so wait until then and have a listen.
Yeah, right. Sister Sledge, indeed. Number 9, How Can I Love You More? So we have M People getting onto the scene now. So I like M People. I thought that it was all about Heather Small and all about the voice, I have to say. This song's not that great, and I know they're going to get into...
It does fine. It does what it needs to, I think, to make a top 10.
Right.
I don't think it's anything special. Her vocal is quite similar to Toni Braxton's.
No way.
Actually, on this, I think. Just the low tone that she has going. I mean, she's got beautiful kind of soft, silky low tone anyway.
Velvet.
Yes, very velvety. But yeah, it was interesting to listen to. I didn't mind it. I got about a third of the way through it and went, okay, well, I think I know what this song does now.
And you sing Moving On Up in the show, don't you? Yeah.
I do. I think that's a better
Which is
song.
a far better MP. I always quite like
It's also
One Night in
later
Heaven
on,
as
isn't
well.
it? Yeah, One Night in Heaven is good.
Excuse me while I choke on my coffee. But there you go. How Can I Love You More? I've written Not Quite Hit Their Stride. That voice, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to die here quickly on the podcast. Number 8, I love this, Amelia. This was Sweet Harmony by The Beloved. And let me give you an example. You know when a song feels like it's by another band? You know, Would I Lie to You, Baby?
Yeah.
People think is a Simply Red song when it's just not even a Simply Red song. If this was by Depeche Mode, it would be in their stadium show, you know, with the kind of synths and the dark vocals. I mean, I'm not sure whether the Beatles had come together right now in it had a claim on the IP.
So what you're saying is it has potential.
I love this song. Yeah, brilliant chorus. And I was not expecting a saxophone solo in a kind of electronic pop song either.
To be fair, I did enjoy that. That was very reminiscent of the 80s. It was like, they were trying to hook people in with stuff that they knew already.
We're going to mention the masters of 80s saxophone
yes, we are.
In a minute, aren't we? Did you like this? Because I really hope you liked it. I did.
Yeah. No, I did really like this. I think it was like stereotypically 90s for me.
Right.
Like everything I would expect to hear in a 90s kind of dance, laid back, fun tune was present in this particular one. So yeah, I couldn't say anything bad about it. I think I got the point of it.
Yeah.
And after the sax solo went, you probably don't need as many choruses to finish this out, but
there you go.
Still worked.
No, I'm not sure if they had any other hits, the Beloved, but I think that's a great legacy if that is indeed theirs. Right, Open Your Mind. Who's it by again?
It is by
Usra.
USURA.
Okay.
Or Usra.
So this is some proper early 90s rave stuff. So
Italian, in fact, an Italian Europop group.
For it to be in the top 10 is quite something at this point, isn't it? It stood and made coffee and we listened to it, didn't we? I did dance.
Yeah. It has a good beat. It's got everything that you need to kind of, be in a club and have a nice time. If you like.
Do you think people were having a nice time to this song in the 90s?
Yeah, I think they were definitely having a nice time. Whether they remember the time they had is another matter.
Remember the time, Michael Jackson around this time.
Very different song.
Very different song, but I didn't mind it. Do you know, I always used to I love The Prodigy, but they obviously were elite at doing this. I always like Utah Saints. You probably won't remember them, but
no, I don't know them.
They were similar, really grotty keyboard sounds and kind of rave acid sort of sound. So
I think if you were in a club or in some kind of rave in the 90s, you would have absolutely lapped this up.
You would have lapped up the 9-minute version of this song on
just everything, and you wouldn't
Black
remember
Label,
a thing about it. You just remember the do that kind of went all over that. But it also has samples in it from various films, one of which was Total Recall, apparently.
Oh, really?
That's what my research found.
Oh, okay. I didn't get past Open Your Mind. There you go.
Dalek.
Right. Number 6. Now, this is fascinating because normally we cross over bands from different eras. But so this is Duran Duran, Ordinary World, and I think this is quite a good effort to be 90s, your quintessential Duran Spandau 80s boy band.
Yeah, no, I would
band.
agree with that. I think I really like 80s Duran. Like how
can you
and all
not?
that is amazing. This for about 5 seconds of the song, actually maybe 10, I thought was Savage Garden.
Okay.
It was a very big departure for me from what I was expecting to hear. And of course, as you said earlier, they're very well known for their saxophone solos in the 80s.
It's a great, if I try to make my way, it's a big anthem. To be fair, I wrote down acoustic riff thinking, oh, that's bold, doing it on acoustic. 3 minutes into the song.
Yeah. And then they come in.
Onto the
it's
electric.
like they studied everything about the 90s and went, oh, okay, let's do these 4 things and,
the big
do
anthem.
them properly. Yeah.
I bet they still play it live.
Oh, probably. Because it's probably great live.
Oh, God, yeah. Hand waving,
Exactly.
But yeah, it feels not of this era. But I don't know.
But maybe that's our own prejudice because we like 80s Duran Duran. Maybe
course,
we're biased.
And Duran Duran probably hate these type of conversations. They're trying so hard to be, to try and do what a David Bowie did, where you go through the eras and do it. It's so
same
difficult.
with Madonna. Why can't everyone do that sort of thing and just remix themselves all the time? But I bet you this is actually a massive song for weddings.
Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
First dances all over the place.
Lovely song. Right, number 5. Now, we actually, on the last podcast, covered the very last East 17 song, and it wasn't great. It was called Hey Child. I think this is East 17 at their best. Maybe a little bit more angry East 17, but this is smooth, sexy East 17 with deep. It's a great sounding record. I love the piano. We're not at the point with Brian Harvey singing lead vocals now, so it is Tony Mortimer doing kind of
his
highly sexualized
speaking.
But I remember this from being a kid. I love this song, Amelia. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I mean, again, it's one that I didn't really know. I didn't know very much E17 at all, other than the really obvious Christmas number 1.
Right.
Again, I must have missed them. I don't know.
Hey, the House of Love. Everybody in the House of Love.
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah. No, I do know that. There's probably ones that I've heard of that I don't necessarily know at E17.
Do you know what? We were talking about the Backstreet Boys last time. What bands like the Backstreet Boys did is took the because like boy bands can't be too hefty and too rocky because girls won't like it.
Exactly.
I think
irony being that they probably really would.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think E17 kind of did lay down a blueprint for the more you've got Take That with no rough edges whatsoever. So I do think other bands, with songs like Backstreet's Back, went to that. Look, we can't go too hefty with this. But I think there's a big influence in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there definitely is. I think they've obviously had a very big impact. I mean, you just have to look at One Direction and how they came out with something a little bit more...
Exactly. Good point.
It's a good compromise between East 17's kind of sound and the Backstreet Boys and Take That's kind of sound, where it's a bit more thrashy, but not, as you say, rock. So, yeah, I think they probably had a very big influence.
And I think they're trying to sort of do the American smooth R&B thing with a lot of this from the East End of London. But I remember this, and I really... to be honest, though, I think there's probably me being an insecure little boy. I was probably very jealous of Take That because all the girls in my school were just in love with them.
Yeah, probably.
So I probably like E17 to fill the own...
So you think E17 are a boy band for boys?
That's a great question. More so than Take That, but look at E17 audience, just full of girls. So, but yeah, more rough edges.
And actually,
good debate,
you do to a degree model yourself on a bit of E17 and also a little bit of Take That. Your big coat is very
Come
E17,
to the show
and then
to
the
see
whole
the
costume.
big coat. Yeah,
you have to see the coat and you have to see the rest of the costume because it's like he's smashed Take That and E17.
Amelia, I've learnt the error of my ways in older years to actually understand the brilliance of Take That when you remove a small jealous child that girl loves Mark Owen and she doesn't love me when I'm at school. So
Jason Orange is better.
Oh, and quite. And when they it all flips round when they grow to be men, doesn't it? And like,
oh no, Jason Orange is always
he's
pretty fabulous.
A very handsome man for sure, isn't he? Right, Exterminate by Snap is number 4. So Snap have monster hits with Rhythm Is a Dancer, which you might sing in the show, Amelia, and I Got the Power. On occasion, yeah, right, every show. So they're kind of tailing off a little bit now. This does feel Snap by numbers, and look, I've never had a hit like Rhythm Is a Dancer, so
this feels like the song that they took off the cutting room floor because they just needed an extra one to bung in the end of the album.
Yeah, get something. And I did feel that sometimes you just, as a songwriter, right, Exterminate, great title. Okay, what's this song about? I don't know. Just say exterminate. Just say it at the end. So,
but then maybe that's what makes it a good tune in a club again. Because that's what I think of all of these.
Can you look up who's the singer? It's Nikki Harris. Is it? I don't know. If anyone can tell us in the comments what her background is. The vocals good, and she goes for the operatic.
Nikki Harris.
Rhythm Is a Dancer thing at the start, but. Yeah, I don't know. This is Snap with slightly less crackle and pop. For me. Yeah,
I think that's a good way to describe it.
Okay, number 3, The Love I Lost by Sybil, which you rather liked, didn't you?
I did rather like it. It had a little bit of a Lisa Loeb aspect to it in the very beginning, and then it became Dina Carroll.
All piano-y at the start, isn't it?
But yeah, then it could have been Dina Carroll, it could have been Lisa Stansfield, it could have been anyone at the end of it. But yeah, vocally, really, really nice. I just couldn't have distinguished it between... The Love I Lost.
So poppy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's basically Ain't No Man.
Right, okay.
As well, that it's all in there. I did like it though, but I did think I got halfway through and went, this really could be any number of these songs. So it's very formulaic, but I don't know, does she have many other hits?
I'm not sure.
I've not heard of her before. This is the first time I'd heard it.
I'm not entirely certain. Again, I'm sure they'll come up in future podcasts. But
vocally fantastic.
Up there in the top 3. At number 2, soon to be number 1 as well.
No.
Oh, this is iconic though because do you know what was weird for me? So this is No Limit by 2 Unlimited. I always thought. Get ready for this. Gang, 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 gang. I always thought that was the more mighty thing. It's on the like Michael Jordan game or whatever.
Well, it's because it's in Space Jam.
And it's you're right. It's in Space Jam, of course. Yeah, but this is the one, isn't it? This is the smash hit. And I always remember someone telling me, I hated moves like Jagger, but someone said from a songwriting point of view, there's like 8 hooks in the one song, and in this you've got the let me say yeah, you've got the bow 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 bow, you've got the no 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 no, and by the way, her growly vocal as well is I had such a crush on her.
Did you?
Like Anita.
Oh, I could see that.
Oh, it's a beautiful woman, yeah. But
we used to do it in the show, didn't we?
We did.
But it was wasn't it in the middle of the dance medley?
Yeah, it was a bit too techno-y.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And it was literally just the chorus.
Yeah, but I love this song. What say you?
I really like it. It sticks in my head. It's a really good earworm, which for me usually means that it's one that I would revisit. And
it's a great video. They're in a life-size pinball
really?
machine, and I always remember in the early 90s I had pinball dreams on the Commodore Amiga.
Oh wow.
You basically press right tab or left tab to flip the pinball flippers. So this was perfect for me, and I actually remember being at school. Do you know what? I learned to play it on the because you can play it just on the black notes, the dang dang da 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 da. Very tricky. So I could actually play this.
So are you telling me not only were you a pinball wizard, you were a keyboard wizard?
I couldn't play pinball when I was 8, but yeah, there you go. However old I would have been. God, 11 when this came out. It makes me feel old. Right, number 1, and quite how a song that runs right through Christmas 1992 is still number 1 on February the 5th of 1993. But I mean, we've probably said everything there needs to be said about this singer, this song, and this producer. We were talking about David Foster on the last show, and it's actually the last week it's at number 1. I think we're at week 11 or week 12 or something. Just a gargantuan monster hit. And in the 90s, if you had a movie hit, you were printing money. I Will Always Love You, Amelia. It's incredible. We've probably said everything there needs to be said about it, but say something more.
What is there to say about this song? It's just ridiculous. Like, even if you go down to like that stupid TikTok thing that everyone keeps doing about the clap, like it's just the audacity.
Were you there in Shrewsbury or wherever we were when we did that? You
we did it. Sophie managed
to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
the drummer
here I go. I did.
Sorry, Matt.
Here I go. Yeah, Mr. Muso. I'm going to be able to get this. And one of our gorgeous female singers nailed it, didn't she? But
I didn't dare try. I was just embarrassed myself.
Okay, technical question.
Go on,
do you think she sang the first verse? I think you and I have discussed this before. Do you think she sang the first verse completely a cappella, or do you think she had the backing behind her and they took it away because her vocal was so good? Well, it's quite in free time, isn't it?
Yeah. It's cause whenever we do it, and we've got to kind of try
that's
to do
just
that.
me trying to stitch you up, though, isn't it?
No, I know.
This is how professional we are. Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon they probably would have done it with the backing track at some point.
Oh, and then maybe.
But I wonder if maybe
someone hit solo and went,
"Oh,
why don't you start it like this?" And she's just got the chops to do that. And I remember my father-in-law actually saying, "Oh, Ben, I hate that song. She just sings the same note for about 3 minutes." But technically, Amelia, to keep hitting that,
I mean, her breath control and just her general technique are just ridiculous.
It's just, and I think I always think Celine Dion had better technique, Mariah Carey more frills, but for sheer brute force, power. The
irony being that actually she's probably the most relaxed of all of them in the way that she sings. But what
even look at the size of her mouth in the video, it's like an operatic tenor, isn't it?
They make a big point of kind of focusing on that because it is
that tight close-up in the video. Yeah. Oh, we miss her.
Even the stance.
Yeah.
The stance when she's just sitting on a chair, like she could do that sitting on a chair because she's that relaxed in
not the
what
Bruce Dickinson with both feet on the floor, whole body anchored. Yeah.
Oh.
Incredible song though.
Yeah, like a ridiculous.
And we do it in our movie medley.
We try, yeah.
Oh, you do it terrific. Actually, the audience does and I tell you what, it's a great vocal. The audience does all the runs and knows all the runs. So
it's iconic.
maybe where we accuse Mariah of over-singing, you wouldn't get the audience being able to sing the runs, but Whitney's are a little bit more tastefully placed.
I think so. She's just always aware of why she's doing something. That's my big thing with singers, is that if you're going to do runs and riffs and things, you need to know why you're doing them.
Let me get your take on this. David Foster said of Celine and Whitney, he said the difference is that Celine Dion was his dream because he said, do this, and she would produce exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Whereas Whitney Houston, when he said, do this, would try and do something extra and pop something else.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was his feedback. He said, like, Celine Dion was a machine.
Yeah.
That whatever you asked her to do, she would sing it exactly how you asked her to do it. Whereas Whitney wanted to put her own print on it.
If that's the gospel background.
Maybe, yeah, maybe
difference. I don't know if Celine has a gospel background herself, but that kind of ability to move around and play with stuff, and maybe
I think
sometimes
as well,
take it a bit
not going too deep into it. I believe Celine is the youngest of like 14 children.
So she
does what she's told. Do you know what I mean? There's probably that,
or shouting about it if she does,
or rebellious side versus no, I'm a rule follower. By the way, both sensational singers who we cover in the show.
I don't think you could choose between the two of them. I could choose between Mariah and Celine, and I have on previous podcasts, but I couldn't choose between.
I might
Whitney
choose Tony Braxton after our previous conversation, but there you go. Amelia, right, I went first last time. Do you have a favourite from the top 10, 5th of February 1993?
Oh, that's quite tricky. I mean, the obvious one would be "I Will Always Love You," but I'm going to go with
You're going to go with
I
"Open
Lost."
Your Mind" by...
No, I am not. I'm going to go with Sybil.
"The Love I Lost." That's a great show.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go for "Deep" then by E17. Being I ripped on...
I should have taken that one so you couldn't take it.
What would I have gone for? I'd have probably gone for "Sweet Harmony."
Yeah, actually, okay. Sweet Harmony. Okay, but if you couldn't do "Deep" or "Sweet Harmony," which one?
Well, it's a difficult choice. It'd have to be "I Will Always Love You."
No, "I Will Always Love You" is out as well.
Okay, no limit.
Okay.
No, there's some good... It's a bit of a disparate top 10 because I do still think when you get to 1995, there's no 80s influence or even 70s like
gone.
we've got. We're pure 90s idiosyncratic music, whereas the decade's still finding its way in the... And remember, this is like 1992's only 5 weeks ago.
Well, yeah.
In this top 10 as well, isn't it? Wow, really, really enjoyed that, Amelia. Amelia will be back, and myself for probably do a few on the road actually.
Oh yeah, let's do that
when we're away. So we might get some other voices on there. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let us know your favourite songs, of course. Let us know your memories from these 90s top 10s, and let us know where you are coming to see us.
Yeah.
In the That's So 90s show. Last word from you, Amelia?
Cabbages.